What's good is AP. 1 in a billion and I'm back. Can you believe Shaquille O'Neal, the big Diesel himself, has started his own YouTube channel? Can you believe that? How do you stop a basketball all-star Magic Genie? It can't be done. Shazam!
In the coming weeks, we'll be launching some new and exciting programming on Comedy Shack. Stand-up comedy, original digital series, sketch shows, animation, and more. We've collaborated with some very talented YouTubers such as Glozell Green, Daystorm Powered, Timothy De La Ghetto, and David Spates. You also get to hang out with me, the Big Diesel. I'll be shooting and posting personal videos and creating an ongoing series where I'll let you in the inside of my world and answer some questions from my subscribers and fans. Welcome to the Comedy Shack. Your TV just got funnier. Trust me, I'm a doctor now.
Now, how did you like that? It's nice to see a celeb like Shaq having so much fun on YouTube. Now, Shaq's channel was full of original series, collaborations with top YouTubers, just some of the hottest content that you've seen, and some of the most hilarious comedy bit. So subscribe now to Comedy Shack. Don't miss a minute, and make sure you tell them AP 1 in a billion sent you. What the DZ? It's be that apple, call me A-Peasy. Eyes chinky but bigger than my stomach. I'm so greedy, what a ball, a Mike, a Feezy, a young breezy. I'm so greedy, you best defeat me. Many dudes try to beat me like a defensive line read me, but I pull an audible, I'm so sneaky. I get swap weekly, from the streets to TV. Used to get paid to get fades, a barber like Tiki. Rolls with dudes that's greasy, you better run if you cheat me. Got young dudes quick to get you like my dude CZ. Throw back, you better eat your Wheaties. We crack heads like Petey, leave body parts leaky like baby bottles. Like Stevie, they hear me but don't see me. In every hood there's a Dre, Black, Niecy, and a Speedy, Nikki and a Cece. God say be fruitful, multiply, that's why church girls are freaky. And you know?
And then we had the best performance of the night, hands down. The Chris Lighty tribute. It was off the chain. Off the chain. I love how they presented that whole award. They had, of course, a real lyricist, LL Cool J, introduce it. And he even seemed like a little shaky, like still emotional about the passing of him because he was his manager. He helped start a lot of people's careers. And by this tribute tonight, you got to see that. And
they showed all of those #1 hit songs that he was a part of.
It was like the best concert ever. It was just like so high energy. The energy in there was just crazy. We had Q-Tip.
We on a world tour. Q-Tip and Fight Dog.
Come.
Drop Called Quest.
Started from way back then.
Hits like that he made.
Q-Tip.
Then Busta Rhymes.
Then you have Busta come out.
Put your hands where my eyes could see.
Oh my God. I had everybody rocking.
Yo, but what about how Busta was mad with Flex or whoever was.
I could tell someone was going to the DJ.
Doing the sound.
Was
he was like,
loud.
yo, turn it down.
He took his jacket off. Like,
he
what?
Was tight.
I was laughing. I was like, oh, you better get it right. But he was like, I gotta finish my set because it ain't but a minute.
Yeah, exactly. What's up with this? Why they only give him 1 verses? You know what I mean? Let the tribute be longer. You know what I mean? Let's enjoy the show some more.
I think because they want to fit so many in the tribute, it's a whole set of like 6, 7 different, 6, 7, 8 people that they have to cut it short. But
who was next?
After Busta, we had Missy.
No,
Elliot.
We had Fat Joe. Fat Joe was next. Fat Joe was next.
I had him after her.
Fat Joe was next.
Well, don't ask me if you know. Say it.
Fat Joe was next, and Busta was so hyped.
Do it.
Busta was so hyped that Busta turned the split star, and he started helping Fat Joe out. And he was leaning back with him and backing his vocals up.
I like that. I like that camaraderie. That was hot.
And then came your girl. Your girl.
Back to freaking Missy Elliot was in the building. Get your freak on, what? Get your freak on, what?
We didn't see her in a minute. She came through ripping.
Great to see her out there doing her thing. She ripped it. Everybody was up on their feet. It was crazy. And so we did Fat Joe already. And then we had another song. It was Chris Lighty. 50 Cent came out.
I get money.
I get money. I get money. man, he had the crowd go. Can you imagine all these hits, all these number ones?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh my goodness, this man was responsible for a lot of hits from way back to now.
That was crazy. It was crazy. I'm wondering. It was like
tribute.
Like you could tell, like, cause you know that 50 of them had that fight earlier, right before that performance and all that. I don't know about right before that performance, but they had that fight with Gunplay. It just seemed like his swag, his energy was on some other tip when he was up there before. But like what?
Oh, like
so
aggressive? Like,
yeah. And then he went and he was like, it's like he blew a kiss at somebody or something. Mm-hmm. Mayweather was there. We saw Mayweather was there. Floyd Mayweather.
He was in the crowd.
So it seemed like he saluted somebody.
Somebody.
He could have been saluting him and blew a kiss at somebody else, and it said something.
I'm like, was Chris Lighty's family in the building? What was they blowing kisses to?
I don't know. I don't know, but that was the Hip Hop Awards. You know what I mean?
In a nutshell.
Hey, the ending was the best.
It really was.
By far.
The ending was amazing. That was an awesome tribute. It really was. Mm-hmm. Really good tribute.
Yo, R.I.P. to Chris Lighty. So I gave you guys the news. Big Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal has the new YouTube channel, Comedy Shaq. He's doing his thing. You know what I mean? I've always one of my favorite centers of all time, Shaquille O'Neal. You know, Shaq, one of the most dominant forces of all time. I think had they stopped changing the rules and stopped him from using his strength against these players, he probably would have averaged about 38 points a game. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Whether he was hitting or missing his free throws, he still would have averaged about 38. But I mean, I could go way back to the days first time I seen Shaq play. It was crazy. My brother, shout out to my brother Kwame Morton. He just celebrated his birthday. But I was watching my brother Kwame play against the late great Conrad McRae, one of the best centers in New York at the time. And my brother's a guard, you know. He did his thing. He had 38 that game. But this guy Conrad McRae was just blocking every shot. He was dunking left and right all over the Lafayette team. I was like, this guy is a bully. He's a bully. Who can stop him? Da-da-da-da-da. The Shaq Superman Diesel. I look at the McDonald's All-American game that year, and it's some 7'1" dude blocking Conrad shots. He's taking it coast to coast, boom, banging it on people. I'm like, who is this dude, man? This is crazy. I've never seen a big man that big, 300 pounds, do this and jump so high. And that was the first time I got introduced to Shaquille O'Neal. So, one of my favorite players ever since that time. Man, and then to see the guy break, he shattered backboards, he's broke backboards, he's broken records. I mean, I remember my brother, same brother Kwame, he bought me Shaq's first album. You know what I mean? So here I am, young kid, and I'm like, I'm the hooper, hyper, protected by a fighter. When I'm out the hooper, you better decipher. Come on now. I pretty much know the dude's first album. Like, this is crazy. You know what I mean? So, shouts out. Gotta pay respect to one of the greats in the game of all time, Shaquille O'Neal. One of the few bright people in business as well.